was talking about that, see, I'd really liked the character called Ball, but I thought that was the Pyro Archon, and when you told me that it wasn't, I was like, well, shit, I guess that must have been a different character. No, that's the Electro? Raiden, yeah. They're Raiden or Ball, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I think the Electro Archon like just changed story-wise, so
Oh, did they? Fuck's
I think
sake.
like not from those two. I mean, from one to the other.
Yeah. But regardless, I just think that's, quite cool. Both names are cool, at least.
Yeah, I
Still
think
prefer
the
Ball,
Pyro
but oh well.
Archon looks like a child,
Yes, a child that punches things.
which gives me hope for a gauntlet weapon type sometime in the future.
Yeah, you can only hope. The stream's up, by the way. I don't actually remember how to see any comments. Speech. Comments to speech. I've got that turned on. That'll work enough for me.
I'm not sure whether to hope for a scythe type weapon or not.
I'd like to, but I highly doubt it would show up.
Because it's very close to the spears, and they're not called spears, they just all look like spears, but they're technically polearms, that's what the game calls them.
Hmm.
And a scythe is a polearm if we're talking about like, a weapon scythe, so maybe. But that would look weird with certain characters who use it for thrusting. You don't thrust
Yeah.
with a scythe.
For most characters who use it for thrusting. Ugh, prick. Of course my fucking controller starts to die now.
Give us guns as a weapon type. But do we have guns? So guns exist.
Yeah, I suppose. It'd still be very weird to see. Yeah, prick.
I need to look into Mihoyo's older game.
Ah.
If it gives me any hints.
Yeah, I can't remember what that one's called. It's something Impact as well.
Yeah. That is not how you spell YouTube.
Ow, 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 ow.
YouTube does not have a single N in it, and I somehow put 3 in there.
Man, I love our ability to, use the English language in any scenario.
It's been getting progressively worse.
It's quarantine. That's all it is. We're not interacting with people enough to use it. Oh, you're such a prick. I hate your back hitbox.
There we go.
Come on, there we go. Dickhead.
The hell do you have in your head?
Mushroom. It's the milkweed rune. I love this rune so much. Its sole purpose is more for, like, it's what you need to make the weapon you get off of this guy better. But otherwise, it just gives, like, much better item discovery. Which doesn't come in handy very often, but It's a neat little bonus.
I thought the weapon you got from this guy is what gave you the mushroom head.
Yeah, dickhead. No, you have to get it somewhere else. I don't actually remember where you get it.
Whenever I see people use the weapon, that's what they have on.
Yeah, because the weapon's gimped without it. Like, without it, all you can do is, like, the tentacle attack. The one where it just shoots out in front of you.
Mm.
So it's kind of useless.
You like float around the place and stuff when you have the combination now, I think.
Yeah, you slide around and you blow up. It's great. That's why I want it so bad. It's just so aggravating.
Have you tried the Outrider demo?
Is that on PS4?
Mm-hmm.
No, I have not. How long is that still up for?
I don't know. I don't care because I really don't like it.
No?
I don't know if I've just been spoiled with Destiny, but it feels like a mobile version of Destiny.
Oh, that's concerning.
You'll probably see what I mean when you start playing, if you do play it.
I'll probably just try and give it a go. There's a lot of things to download this week.
Yeah, tomorrow's a real busy day for me.
I feel like it is for a lot of people.
Like, there's the free games, but the Hu Tao banner also comes out tomorrow, so...
Mm.
And I should be mostly free this week because school started back up, so they won't be doing online stuff. But I'm not going in, so...
Hopefully then.
Mostly just doing Duolingo and stuff.
Dickhead. Duolingo. Lovely. What are you learning now?
Just German and French. Not German and French. German and Irish.
Fuck school, I'll use this app that's way better.
It is better. So much better. Maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but I prefer Duolingo.
Yeah, dickhead.
Maybe that's just because I really like courses and stuff that allow me to take things at my own speed, though.
Yeah. I'd much prefer that to school. Fuck you.
I wonder, does the place I do courses have a creative writing course?
Probably.
Maybe.
I feel like that's one of the most popular courses.
Yeah.
Like everywhere seems to have at least one of those.
They have one for floristry, so you'd imagine.
Mm.
Or just how to invest in gold.
Ow. Well, that's a weird one.
Yeah. I think it was like 40 lessons long as well.
Fuck you. Wanker.
They have a course specifically for mobile photography, like on a mobile phone.
Huh. I guess that is more prominent nowadays, but still.
I'll pass.
Yeah.
I have a nice big expensive camera like just across from me. I think I'll use that instead. Oh, they do have a creative writing course.
Here it comes, I think. Yep, there it is. Fuck you. What the fuck? Well, that was just uncalled for.
I think I'll do that then. So I'm sure, I think I mentioned before that I could stack like a second course along with my photography course, and I spent a while considering which one to go for.
Mm. How's the writing been going, by the way? You get any further?
No. Because I don't want to go too far in the wrong direction, so I wanted to take some lessons and stuff first.
I get you.
Because the two stories were developed quite differently that I had developed the most, the two stories, so I just want to make sure I don't go developing a certain part and then I find out you shouldn't have done that.
Hopefully you can figure it out well enough. I'd very much like to hear how they go.
Yeah, I need to define the genre that it's actually going to be a part of more. Because right now, the only one I can say for definite is fantasy. I don't know what kind of age bracket I'm aiming for or anything yet.
I'd imagine somewhere around teens.
Most likely. Then again, there won't be that much romance in it, so I don't know if that's the best idea, considering how teens these days seem to be.
I have no doubt you'd find an audience.
I'm sure there's at least 2 other people out there like me.
Fuck.
I should actually look into some of those romance books, not for experience or like writing advice or anything, just to see how many different ways there are to write and they sucked on each other's face, because there must be a lot considering how many publications there are.
No, there really isn't. Like, you'd be surprised by how many stories are just guy is popular, girl is not. Guy tries to find girl that doesn't like him, finds girl, kiss.
Extraordinary. Groundbreaking.
It's always the same.
I mean, people get entertainment from what they get entertainment for, but I'm not going to commend it. I'm just going to live with it.
It's something else. Why did I go back here? I just had a blank moment. Oh yeah, I was gonna go attempt Lawrence to break up the orphan, but no. Lawrence makes me more annoyed. Have you seen Lawrence's fight?
Probably. I'm pretty sure Prod did like pretty much the whole game, so I've probably seen it at least once.
Lawrence is a very annoying fight that has a okay reward. He gives you the beast rune, but you need to use the beast claws properly, which is very frustrating because that's another weapon I wish I had.
And Prod definitely did it because he was like the beast claws were his main weapon.
Yeah, probably then. Don't even think I have them on this character. No point.
Bloodborne was too complex for me. The dungeons and the ruins and
You'd be surprised at how non-complex it actually is. It just oh, fuck that run. Just, it looks complex.
After learning like Dark Souls, I just couldn't.
I don't know. Stuff like the Chalice dungeons are actually quite easy to understand. You just need to know what's happening.
I think I got the general idea, but then they just seem kind of meh, just running through a bunch of dungeons over and over again.
It can be. Some of them are
nice,
quite fun.
For like, I don't know, for once I don't like grinding.
What might be good? I kind of want to try that, but I also feel like that would go so horribly wrong. Hmm.
You haven't upgraded the whirly gig?
No, because I don't use it on this character very much. At least not yet. It is on my main character, I'm pretty sure, quite high.
Isn't this stake driver, did it used to be like ridiculously broken?
Oh, it still is. If you build, like, specifically for it, it is.
Yeah.
I have not, but oh well. It's still a very fun weapon. Just charge and kaboom! All of your stamina's gone. I'm pretty sure that does always eat all of your stamina, no matter how much you have. So that's fun. This is actually a horrible weapon for this boss, but oh well.
I was thinking, because cost doesn't really leave you alone.
Nope.
Yeah. Excuse me.
And look at that wonderful damage. Prick. I missed. Ah. To think people have beat this fucker with just their fists is so aggravating.
Takes a certain kind of person.
Takes a certain kind of insanity. Oh yeah. Fucking dickwad. Come on, do that again. Charge me, you bitch. I know I can parry that shit. Gotcha. This thing is pitiful.
The one thing I
I got yeah. Mid-charge as well.
One thing I tend to notice with any Soulsborne whatever game is that the first try is usually pretty good, and then the rest for a solid while tend to just be
yeah. It's because you're always like way more cautious on the first one. Dickhead.
What's BHM?
BHM?
Yeah, I'm on Wattpad.
I have no fucking clue. I haven't been there in a long time, Carl.
I think.
Ah, possibly. Carl, you forget I have not been in there in a very long time.
Contemporary lit? What does that even mean?
God fucking knows. Dickhead.
I have a lot of slang I need to learn.
We should do that stream soon.
Might as well, got nothing better to do.
I don't know if I want to keep doing this. I regret making this a stream already. Let's try this fucking thing. No. You good there? What you finding?
You interested in some Bakugo X Reader?
No, thank you. Not today.
It's in the top 4 for fanfiction right now.
I'm already suffering with Cos. I don't need to suffer with that as well.
There's a story called Poggers. It's a fanfiction for George.
Of course.
Like Minecraft George.
Yeah.
Draco Malfoy,
Not surprising.
Bakugo again, Harry Potter, Malfoy again, Harry Potter again. I'm noticing a theme.
Harry Potter is very popular.
Now the Bakugo one. The title is Two Hot Heads. Another Bakugo one, another Harry one called Simp. Another Bakugo one. Fucking hell.
He's a popular character.
There's one with Shinzo.
Fuck's sake. What the fuck was that? Huh? Been playing this fight so fucking much and he still pulls out shit that I've never seen before.
He seems to be one of those bosses who's just... he's wild, I guess. He'll do the same moves for a while and then pull out something.
Yeah. Ah, you fucking wanker. Of course my weapon's at risk. So why wouldn't it be?
Is it Ghostface fanfiction?
Huh. Weird.
What's the attraction point there?
Serial
no
killers?
face, no personality. It's just a guy with a knife.
Yeah, so is Mike Myers. So is Jason.
Exactly.
People give him personalities.
I guess.
Like, I get some weird fan art of them every now and then.
This is an extremely popular one of Ethan.
Oh no, poor Ethan.
He doesn't deserve that.
Or well, maybe for some of the stuff he's done.
Okay, if I'm thinking of something back in the Markiplier Makes videos where he hit his ass with a spatula, maybe. But you have been Mark's best friend since freshman year of high school. There's one called Piss Babies.
Interesting. Fuck's sake, I was doing so well. I could never be a streamer. Because right now I'm just thinking about how much I'd rather just end the stream and start up a share play.
You could be a streamer if you had one viewer. That's Spider-Man X Deadpool.
I'm not surprised by that one. That's a very popular ship for some reason.
I'm not really surprised either. I am surprised about how much, well, how little Todoroki there is, considering how much Bakugo there was.
Nah, people are fucking in love with Bakugo. It's absurd.
Why?
Because who doesn't want to date a hothead?
He's just a dick.
Yeah. You ever heard of the bad boy trope?
Unfortunately. I hate that trope so much.
Well, Bakugo fits it to a T, except he's actually nice. He's just mean. That doesn't make sense, but it does.
Yeah, but Bakugo's a fictional character. Like, the problem I have with stuff like this is if you go after somebody like this in real life and they end up smacking you, that's your own fault, 100%.
Mm.
Well, it's not your fault they're smacking you, but it's your fault for going after them.
The thing is, Bakugo is not that bad. He never hits someone for no reason. He just scream at them.
Yeah, but in real life, somebody just pursued them and thought, oh, this will be fine. If things aren't fine, you're definitely partially to blame.
Yeah, no. If you pursued someone like Bakugo, you'd probably end up fucking throwing hands at some point. I feel like he'd look at you more like a
the
stalker.
asshole turned out to be an asshole. Who could have seen it coming?
Oh, God. I need to go repair my shit. I don't have any blood echoes.
Kidnapped is a tag that I've just realized exists.
Mm-hmm. Because who doesn't love a bit of Stockholm Syndrome?
Everything I thought about Wattpad has been like supported so far, or proven correct. I thought it might have been harsh, but no, I was just right.
See, you always have the problem of starting with apps on the worst possible places.
The only way is up that way then, right?
Yes,
it's either
but
up or a straight line through the muck, so...
Yes, but you'll see those worst parts and go, yep, nope, not gonna bother anymore. And then you won't go up. Which I don't blame you for, but still.
MHA X child reader.
You know, I don't want to defend Wattpad anymore.
That's not the first one I saw. That's it, like, that's up there.
Dickhead.
Fucking nuggies though, I wasn't expecting that. I thought Assassination Classroom was off the
Long
face of the
gone.
earth at this point.
Evidently not.
I need to rewatch that someday when I've forgotten more of it.
Yeah. I was planning on it, and then I watched someone explain the entire show again and went, fuck, I should have just watched this.
Yeah. I don't like that one.
The fact that that's gotten a response out of you is concerning.
The, like, cover image is Karma with a condom in his mouth.
That's not that bad.
At
That's
least
on
he's being
par.
safe.
It's probably because he's fucking Nagisa.
Yeah,
Yep.
he would stab you in the penis.
That's the only people Karma shipped with, I think, is just Nagisa. And the blonde lady. I can never remember her name. The one that's good at English.
I don't remember. Was she a bitch? I don't remember.
I don't know. It's not Miss Yellow Bitch, but
No, not her.
just one of the students. I can never. Doesn't matter.
It's a good thing I don't remember. It means I'm forgetting.
Yeah, her and Karma would always torment people. That's why people ship them.
Fair enough.
They were always doing something. They're the ones that got Karma, or that got Nagisa in the dress.
Which I drew.
Yes, which you need to find again because I'd love to see a photo of that again.
I I hope it's Ash by this point.
Oh
So
God.
if I open a drawer someday and find that, I will.
You just find it at like 80 after just it somehow appearing in every suitcase you've ever used to move.
If I live to 80, that will instantly give me a cardiac arrest and I will die.
Oh my. Yeah. Hmm.
Just find my corpse in the floor with that clutched in one of my hands.
God, I'm fucking up the controls so much trying to play this. Because I've got both Nier and Dead Rising controls stuck in my head still.
Yeah, you've been learning a lot of new schemes lately.
Yeah, because in Dead Rising, R1 is to run. In Nier, R2 is to run. In Bloodborne, circle is to run.
Mm.
It's so fucking confusing. Cunt just bitch slapped me. Twice. Could you just fuck off with the bitch slaps? Urgh. Did you find?
There's, a, there's one. There's one with Tommy in it. Which I guess I should have expected by now. It's called Big Man.
Fuck's sake. I'm not surprised by that. I'm concerned. Also, we have a viewer. Hello.
I won't scare them away.
Try not to. Howdy. Oh God. What pad is that scary, scary place?
Maybe there's another place I should go for stories and stuff.
I don't know.
No Bloodborne 2 coming. Japan Studios is gone due to
Wow. The text-to-speech for the comments is fucking confusing. I have no clue what it just said.
Let me see. No Bloodborne 2 coming.
It's a load of shit. Hopefully it comes at some point. Same with Elden Ring.
Hopefully we live long enough.
God knows if that'll ever happen though. We'll be living in a world with like an actual SAO style game, and Elden Ring's still gonna be like, is it coming out?
Nobody plays physical games anymore. Everyone's in VR.
Bloodborne 2 is gonna become another Elden Ring. Which I hope it doesn't, but I can see it happening.
At this point, I genuinely want a Bloodborne cart because it just sounds hilarious to me.
What, like Garfield cart?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And it's got the gothic aesthetic and all. It's not even cartoony in the slightest, but it's got like Mario Kart or Garfield Kart music in the background still.
See, I'm just imagining everyone riding on like horseback carriages. Or writhing on a bunch of snakes or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that would...
You've got fucking just Gehrman in his wheelchair.
It's not Japan Studios gone, so no more Demon Souls because of Sony.
So, the Soul series is just slowly dying.
I don't know. I feel like it's steady. If we get nothing for years, people will still wait. Plus Sekiro wasn't... When was Sekiro? 2019? 2018.
Somewhere around there. Fuck, fuck, fuck! Damn it. Another decent
March
enough run gone.
22nd, 2019. So it wasn't that long ago.
No, but still. Yeah. Plus, Sony is just a bitch about the FromSoft games now, so the Souls, because Sony apparently they've done something with Japan studios, so Demon Souls and the likes are also iffy. Sony is just a hot mess. Have you heard about the out-aging thing on Sony recently?
No?
So basically, apparently something's up with the Sony servers. Certain games are... you can't load them up properly anymore, or you're gonna have trouble with it. Like, Minecraft's been... people have been having trouble getting into Minecraft and Modern Warfare. And
we've had
there were some
trouble
other
with
games.
Minecraft for a while.
Yeah, but now it's on Sony's end, not Microsoft's.
Huh, and I was blaming Microsoft this whole time.
Though, it ironically started a day after Microsoft
No
was having troubles as well.
studios means no licenses for games.
So that's why Minecraft doesn't like being live in general.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sony anymore. Huh.
Fucking TV.
I've never had a TV with that feature, and everyone else seems to have one.
Dickhead. Mine just comes up with a notification every now and then, just saying it's about to turn off. Because I often leave it on when I go to sleep. And I need it. Oh, yeah. So Sony dropped Japan Studios. I think that's what they meant. So Demon Souls and all that's gone. So yeah, they're probably gonna start bringing in new people instead of them. So FromSoft might get dropped as well. Or who does make Bloodborne actually? Is it FromSoft?
FromSoft made Bloodborne, yeah. Bandai Namco, I think, is the publisher.
Yeah.
I think they're the publisher for most FromSoft games.
Well, yeah. Hopefully they can stay on.
No development for
Yeah,
They're
well,
crippling their own system.
yeah, Sony's just stupid. Well, Elden Ring is apparently still getting development. That's
Yeah,
what
there was a
they lead
tweet.
us to believe.
Like, I think there was a tweet a half year ago or so saying, yeah, Elden Ring's still happening. Don't worry about it. And that was it.
Yeah, it's pulling the Dying Light too. Yes, I am thinking of the right game. Parkour zombies.
Hopefully Miyazaki just, even if that happens, he just keeps doing it himself. Starts his own studio. Because at this point, I think Miyazaki could do what Kojima did and start his own studio.
Yeah, just hope we don't have a Silent Hills situation.
No.
That would suck.
I only heard about that recently.
Really?
Yeah, I thought PT was its own entity, and it wasn't related to anything. But,
Oh yeah,
no.
that shit could have been so good. People are still scared playing that game, which is great to see.
I never got it. It's just a hallway. Like, I get it's more than just a hallway, but still,
It's just the atmosphere.
maybe playing it would be better, because playing horror games is very different.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything I could watch nowadays that would be scary.
Yeah, and it's a lot harder to be scared when you're watching horror games, just because it's easier to crack jokes. Like, the times you've tried to watch me play horror games are the funniest things, I feel. Just because I'm
Yeah.
petrified and you laugh at me.
If I'm playing the game, as long as there's somebody with me, I'm usually totally fine. Like when it was the FNAF VR game or the Here They Lie VR game. Like, I ran it alone.
Japanese games going Switch
Yeah.
related.
Scared.
Japanese
Fuck.
games exclusive to Sony is gone now.
Huh. So... Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so can I. So, I think if I'm understanding that comment right, stuff like we couldn't get more exclusives like Demon Souls or Bloodborne, right? If I'm understanding that correct.
I think so. I mean, consoles are so connected nowadays. It would just doesn't make a whole lot of sense anymore.
Yeah. Though I am worried that if it's like Sony being Sony, that means we just wouldn't get games at all if they're not exclusive.
Yeah.
Because Sony would do that.
That's part of the reason I chose PlayStation over Xbox. Not just because I hate Microsoft, but like they had the preferred exclusive games.
Yeah. Which is bit me in the foot because some of the games I've wanted to play, well, the exclusive games I've wanted to play in more recent years haven't been PlayStation exclusives.
Any examples?
Sunset Overdrive, Dead Rising 3, mainly,
Zombie games.
yes, zombie games. Mainly
So,
those two.
Techland comes out saying something about Dying Light 2 being like an Xbox exclusive. I would be pissed.
Oh, don't even start. I'd lose my mind. Like, I'm looking forward to that for just getting to play that with yous. Because I like Dying Light 1, but at the same time, I enjoyed it more just playing with the group.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can still get something going.
Fingers crossed.
Otherwise, or maybe even getting fucking Unturned would be good for a zombie game.
We'll make do.
Jesus. Force you onto a PC.
Yes,
Get something
unless
relatable.
it's Western favoritism
Good luck.
as Sony favors the West over Japan.
Ah, I see. Yeah, Sony's just a massive prick when it comes to games.
They don't seem to
Favoring
be
the West and
making
everything.
logical decisions lately.
They haven't been for years. Like,
I guess it's just more noticeable now.
yeah, it's just, I think now because people are realizing that there are a lot more interesting
Western-style
Japanese games.
and family-friendly
One of the things that brought
LOL.
Sony being fucking weird into light is the way they changed how parties work. But
Oh,
what was
Jesus.
that? Everyone noticed that, and very few liked it, I think.
Yeah, no, I think Sony is just attempting to fix what isn't broken, and it's just sort of biting them in the foot, and now they're just making all of the wrong decisions.
Family friendly. Yeah, we need more of that.
Yeah,
Can we get Spider-Man and Elsa games on here? That would be lovely.
oh, who wouldn't love a Spider-Man x Elsa dating sim? Jesus. I can, See, I'm fine with family-friendly games. It's just when they start getting to the point where you can't even enjoy it as an adult. It's just there to pander to kids who don't know what they're doing.
Have you seen some of the games that are on like the Play Store
Except
lately?
Last of Us
They
2
take
No, I
family
haven't.
friendly to the next
situation.
level.
What was that, sorry, Carl?
Mainly like Paw Patrol games and shit like that.
Oh, God. See, I'm fine with those normally, but at the same time, they can just get so bad. Dickhead.
That was a situation and a half.
Yeah. Which is... The Last of Us 2 has its own problems as well that rise up, like fucking pandering and just listening to the vocal groups instead of the majority.
Yeah. The vocal minority problem was very prevalent there.
Mm. Which I went through and played that again, and it's a fun game. It's some of the best stealth I've played in a long while, and I've just finished Tsushima as well, but just some of the story beats and some choices with the gameplay, just it drags it all down with, like, it tries to do way too much with way too little.
I think a lot of people just weren't happy that they could finish the game with a smile.
Yeah. The depressing end was fun, but
Fun for us.
yeah. Fun for a bunch of cynics, but it does still kind of bring down the whole feel of games, you know, that you're playing games to have fun, not to fucking cry yourself to sleep.
I guess. I don't know who went into The Last of Us 2 thinking, oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to
Yeah.
be great. But I guess it was a bit more than people expected.
I also feel the fact they toned down a bit on the horror was kind of a misstep.
They toned up the gore. But
The
they didn't
gore
tone
went
down,
up
like, the
so
actual
fucking much.
scary
Sony
moments.
trying to own
scary-
it.
Yeah. I tried to stick with the first game, but I got scared shitless playing that. And yeah,
Yeah.
the amount of anime games showing up lately is concerning.
Can't wait for Neptunia. What is it even on now at this point?
I think I saw like 6 or something the other day when I was looking for a game.
I have never and will never play or watch any of those.
See, I watched like half an episode back in like 2014, and I've never wanted to look at it again. I don't even remember if it was from a show or from a game. I just remember it was half an episode of something.
What's the difference, really?
I don't know.
Nico Para, there's another one. I'm just scrolling through games in the store right now.
Oh god. Oh, actually, I saw a game that looked quite interesting. What was it called? It was Curse of the Dead Gods? Something
AG.
like that. But it's a roguelike, sort of like Hades mixed with... What's a good mix? I'm not sure, but it's got similar gameplay to Hades, but a very unique art style. It looked very interesting. I almost bought that.
You're on a spending spree lately.
No, this was just in light of my birthday. I was just planning on getting one game, and I saw that, and was like, Oh, I can actually parry with this. I don't know why I didn't think I could, but... So. Fuck.
Those are another of those child-friendly games, the My Universe games, which just again look like something you'd see on like Girl Go games or something.
I have no clue what that is.
Pet Clinic Cats and Dogs. It's like 40 quid.
The fuck? Dickhead. See, that just reminds me of... Remember that Ben 10 game we looked at a while back?
Sony wants
Yeah.
to
I tried to give that a go and it's... Fuck, it's
Naruto
bad.
shivered and Ninja
Yeah, we
Storm
were kids.
4 severed arm of reanimated
know quality.
Minato arm.
Fuck. I'll have to have a look at that comment in a second. Do not want to fuck this up, though. It's still not going too great in this fight.
Yeah, they're very fond of the censorship lately.
Hmm. See, I've never fully understood censorship in certain games.
No, and if it's part of the experience,
Like, what's a game recently that did end up with a fair bit of censorship that I feel like it really shouldn't have?
Siege got a censor patch for China.
Yeah, that's just China being weird though, from what I remember.
They censor shit like that though, and then they have that one game where I think it's you're just a bunch of girls having a water gun fight, and you shoot clothes off of each other. Pick a lane, Sony.
I honestly want to know, is that an actual game?
That is it's a series.
What the fuck?
I think
Huh.
it's a series. It's definitely an actual game.
This fight is looking beautiful.
Senran Kagura.
Ah, I'm assuming that's the game then. Shit.
Yeah, that's the one.
Huh, interesting.
Somebody's just a blind man having a seizure with a gun at this point.
So, are they they're censoring Naruto stuff now as well? Like, what the fuck? Naruto's one of the more adult animes as well. At least nowadays it is. That shit gets dark.
Listen, having boobs that jiggle like Superman just slapped a jelly is fine, but a cut off arm, way too much. It'll destroy children's minds.
Just makes me think of, like, what was it, Dead or Alive 5? Had some bikini DLC?
Mm.
Like,
It's a volleyball game, isn't it?
yeah, it's a whole volleyball game based off of Dead or Alive, you know, the fighting game.
Mm.
It's just, I will never understand business people.
I don't think business people understand, just people in general.
Eh, talk
It's
about
whatever
a
Twitter
divide.
says is the right thing to do that day.
God. Let's hope Sony can keep up a business model for longer than 3 years at this point. Especially with, to be fair, they're making money, which is frustrating. But still, they're making lots of money, especially now with the PS5s and everything.
Mm. I'm in no rush after one of those.
I am, which is frustrating. Fucking things don't get shipped
Dead or
anywhere.
Alive new beach game didn't come to PS4 during DOA 6.
I see. I just remember hearing about it and then seeing costumes for it in Dead or Alive 5. It's... that series is also weird. Same with Soul Calibur. They're very weird games, which is quite fun. I was also debating getting Soul Calibur 6. That one was on much less of a I want to get that, because that's more of a you play with your friends kind of game.
It's interesting to see the difference in like, Eastern and Western.
Meaning
Standards
Sony
for
didn't
things.
want it there.
Like Eastern seems to
Japanese
censor
only now.
violence, but seem to be okay with sexual content, where it's the reverse in the West.
Yeah. And I can't really decide which is better off. Because both have their problems.
I think both are fine as long as they're given to the right audience.
Hmm.
Just don't let kids see cut off arms or
Tits.
jiggle tits, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, but it's also here people are more okay with their kids seeing, like in the West, people are more okay with people seeing gore and stuff. And then there,
The East, the legal age of consent is 13.
yes. So it's just, it is very much based off of, you know, the places that things get made.
Both have their issues. I agree with
Both
neither.
have extreme issues. Fuck you and your stupid ass second phase with big ass attacks on your stupid ass fucking placenta. Fuck you.
But betraying the
Is it
origins
genuinely
of
a placenta?
Sony is a question to be
that
asked
just whatever
in
we
the
called it?
future for Sony.
Fuck's sake. Yeah. I don't know. Sony is... Yeah, I just feel... when it comes to sticking to, like, the origins of something, if your origins are actively, like, harming both you, your consumers, and the origin itself, there's no real point sticking to it anymore.
Ruining your image, you're not doing yourself any favors.
It's like, this is off tangent from games, but I'd heard that there's a guy apparently in some of the Asian countries that practices MMA fighting, and he's like pretty good at it, and then he basically just went off calling out a bunch of these traditional martial arts teachers, and these teachers all promote
As for
them as
family
proper fighting
friendly
styles.
for kids, how you gonna explain
But then he would just
Sony's
clean the floor with them.
situation over its origins?
And then he got put under house arrest for like defamation and like just basically slander. It was a big thing for a while. I don't remember when that was, but I do remember hearing about it. Yeah.
It's a clash of the legal system as well. You can be sued or arrested for just calling somebody a cunt. As long as it's the wrong person that you called a cunt. Or killed, if it's in the wrong country.
The world is just getting more and more fucked up as time goes on. I am not looking forward to the dystopian hells we're gonna live in the next couple decades.
Listen, if they get VR up and running soon enough so that I don't need to worry about it, I don't really care.
Yeah, you'll go live in like dystopian worlds like Cyberpunk instead.
In real world, I'll be in like a 5x5 room with just a VR headset, but in the VR, I'll have a nice cabin on the side of a lake, and forest, it'll be fun.
You will just properly be living Ready Player One. You know, now that I think about it, I don't actually... Has Microsoft had many problems lately? Because I know Sony's been fucking up every now and then, the last couple of months.
I think Microsoft's main issue is that their system is just built like a geriatric granddad and barely functions on a lot of things nowadays. In my experience, anyway. Like, I thought it was just me because of the whole Minecraft situation worrying that Microsoft stuff didn't work, but I hear from family members and stuff that Microsoft applications and stuff are just kind of crap.
Yeah. Well, I can say from experience that most Microsoft applications, when it comes to the likes of
Just
Word and shit,
favors
are
Western
pathetic.
due to Western PS5 sales.
Getting PowerPoint to work yesterday was fun.
Oh, that was a fucking hassle and a half. Also, yeah, I guess pandering to wherever you get the most money isn't the worst business, like, ideal, but it's a short-sighted one, I feel.
I mean, I I do sort of agree with the idea that's on purpose. Sony cut the amount available, so it would appear that it's in extremely high demand. Not to say it's not in extremely high demand, but I feel like they definitely limited sales a bit. That, along with the scalpers, made it seem like the PS5 barely even exists.
Yeah.
A mythical beast.
To be fair, I don't think they even expected it to sell quite as much as it did. Like, it absolutely destroyed PS4 and PS3 sales. So I doubt they were even expecting to have to make as many as they do now.
It's kind of like an Animal Crossing situation as well, where, considering the circumstance
Shit.
that we're all in,
Yeah. Fuck.
even Granny decided she'd grab herself a PS5.
I fucking... Oh. I hate being stuck in so much lately. It's been doing my head in more and more. I loved it the last, like, 6 months. But now it's just getting too much.
Yeah.
They
But it's getting
took
summer now, so now
advantage
we
of
actually
the
wanna
sales. The
get out
lower
a
the
little.
supply, the higher the demand.
Fuck you. There we go. Ooh,
In my
fuck.
head.
Hey there, by the way. How you doing, Paul? Yeah. Even, like, the higher demands and everything, it's so frustrating, but I don't blame him, but I don't like him for it. It's hard to say. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Ain't an issue to me. I'll pick up my PS5 when the scalpers want to clear out that room for, I don't know, selling second-hand black market organs or something. And I get a PS5 for like 250 quid.
Well, hey, I'm not even finding
You
PS4s for that
can
yet.
still make more for Western brand titles regardless. Japanese studios didn't have to go.
Fuck.
The markup on games was a fun time too. A lot of stuff going on recently. What was it? Is it 60 to 70 now?
From what I've seen, it's more around 70 to 80.
PS6 will have one console in
Yeah,
stock per
at least for the
month,
newer games.
officially at
Well, it's an EA
least.
game. I could see that.
Hmm.
The PS, you won't even be able to buy the PS6. It'll just be like a concept.
And yeah, I feel a lot of games made by Japanese studios usually do have a higher play rate. People seem to like them more. It's just,
They make good games.
yeah, it's usually more they don't sell well at the start and then get dropped, and then people find them later and go, "This is amazing."
And all the developers are, oh, glad you like a game, but our studio's dead now.
Yeah. Fuck. I'd love for stuff like Silent Hills to come back, but there's not a fucking chance it ever will.
I just saw, along with the whole like PT being part of Silent Hills thing, that I thought there was only like 2, maybe 3 Silent Hill games. It's like 6 or 7.
Yeah. People only ever really liked the first 3, I think. There were loads. It was a Resident Evil situation. It got popular, so they just made more and more and more.
Then Resident Evil decided, you know what, they're like the first games, what if we just sell them again?
Motherfucker. Yeah, I'm very curious to see if they'll remaster Resi 4. Because if they do, that's going to be one hell of a ballsy move.
Yeah, because a lot of people still play it, and it's very playable and accessible today still.
Yeah, and I've actually realized Resi 4 has an extremely split fan base. People either fucking love that game or they despise it. There's no in between. And it's weird to see, because all of the other Resi games are... It's okay, it's good, but it has its problems, whereas that one's just, it's great, it's the worst game. And it's polarizing, to say the least.
I generally see mostly positive for Resi 4.
So do I, but as I've gone more into the game, because I just got interested in it after I watched a bunch of stuff in Resi 7, I realized there are a lot of people who really, really don't like how it went from a very horror-based series to action after Resi 4.
I could see the dislike in that. They probably
And then-
liked 7 then.
Yeah. But even still, 4 and 7 are, I feel, quite up there. I've only ever played 4 once, and it wasn't for a very long time because I'm very bad at the Resi games. But it wasn't the worst game, I can say that much. Resi 7 was a lot of fun, but it's a horror game. I don't do horror games. Shat myself playing that.
The 3 remaster was kind of mixed.
Oh,
As well.
I saw a lot of hate for the 3 remaster.
Like, a lot of what I saw was that what was there was okay, but there wasn't a lot there. It was
Yeah, because
short.
they took out like 2/3 of the fucking game. Which I also found quite... I never realized, but they changed a bunch with the Resi 2 remake, which I never quite got. Apparently there was a bunch of stuff at the end that they got rid of. Or
I've never
changed.
seen the original, so
Yeah. It's... With those older games, it's a lot of... Adapting them is weird. So you can't
Yeah.
quite do it and make everyone happy. Because you've
They
also
wanna
got to
make
live
it
up to the nostalgia.
accessible,
Yeah.
but also nostalgia. They want to sell to both, if they can.
Hmm. There were some good remakes or remasters, though, that got pretty much everyone happy. Final Fantasy VII one made a lot of people happy.
The one that's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, that one made a lot of people happy. Though,
Oh, are you willing to give it a try? Is it? There's co-op in it, ain't there?
I honestly don't have a clue, to be honest.
I don't know. Some of the Final Fantasy games are online, some are co-op, some are single player. From what I know, I know nothing about the Final Fantasy series.
I think 9, 13, and 14 are co-op. Or they're like multiplayer. 13's an MMO. No, 14's an MMO.
That's the one that had like a real rough start, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one that's gotten a bunch of updates recently as well. Fuck, 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 fuck.
I don't think jumping in at number 7 is gonna enlighten me.
Yeah. To be fair, I think 1 through 5 in the Final Fantasy games had zero connection to each other.
Really?
Shit. Yeah. Which I found very odd. Like, apparently a bunch of the games just had fuck all connection to each other outside of being in the same world. Also, I completely forgot Final Fantasy 16 is coming out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it related to any of the other ones?
No. I don't
Who
think.
used that series? How do you even get a series 16 parts long that's not connected? I guess making it not connected is probably the key.
I'm not too sure either. It's weird. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. I've never seen this attack. What the fuck was that?
He's moving.
What is happening?
I've watched like every VOD video video like on this, and I still have no idea what the story of Bloodborne is, other than blood bad.
I have a general idea, actually. I quite like the story to this one. It's one of my more favorited FromSoft stories. Because Dark Souls 1, I never took much of an interest in the story. 2 is a load of bullshit. And 3's okay. Bloodborne's is quite interesting. There's a lot of curses and hexes and basically vampires. And werewolves. And Cthulhu's.
All your
Obviously.
favorites.
Yeah.
Smashed into one. Which I guess is a pretty good idea. Miyazaki, he knows what he's doing.
I do like a lot of the Lovecraft horror in this, but I feel there's only like 2 bosses slash enemies that even come close to really expressing that horror, and that's this fuckboy and Ebrietas, who is a pain in the ass to fight as well. I hate her fight.
Oh, not the living failures.
Don't get started.
They're so jiggly.
Is it bad that on my New Game Plus run, I almost fucking gave up on this DLC because of those dickheads?
The living failures?
Yes.
Probably. From what I know, that they're kind of not the most difficult.
Like, I had so much fucking trouble trying to beat them. And then I beat Lady Maria after that in like, I think something like 30 tries. Which seems like a lot, but it's not for New Game Plus.
I never finished the game.
You've never gone into the DLC, because you don't own it.
I don't know. If only when they gave the game out as like a...
I still wish I could get you into this.
Yeah, someday maybe.
Someday.
I have Remnant stuff to get through now. Gun Souls.
Oh, I can't wait for Remnant. That shit looks so fun.
I nearly bought it a while back. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, I was debating it until I saw that it was coming up for the PS Plus. Like, I nearly got it for my birthday. So close. Ah, my fucking throat is starting to give out. I'm not used to talking anymore.
Being a streamer ain't easy.
I think I'll give it another 5 tries, and then I'm gonna end the stream for today and go get some food.
Fair enough.
I'll probably still play, but I'm gonna get food.
What was I gonna say? A horror game lately that has been, as far as I can see, doing well, and that I liked a lot. Little Nightmares 2.
Oh, it's so good.
I like it. The ending isn't like groundbreaking, but it was okay. I was okay with it.
Yeah. The game has created so many questions for so many reasons, but I love it. I want more of it.
Main question is, why is 6 an asshole?
To be fair, 6 was an asshole in the first game as well.
Yeah, this gives me an excuse to rewatch the first one, because I'd completely forgotten that she ate people.
She ate the little baby people, the gnomes. She killed a fuck ton of people at the end. She was just very rude.
Very rude.
Yeah. Then again, Mono wasn't the best either.
I think Mono was good though.
Yeah, compared to 6, he's still way better. But, you know, he did hide and cause a lot of problems.
When he became the tall man, he was still trying to help his younger self by just getting rid of 6.
But still, That very
John
vain
didn't seem to
attempt.
like it, though.
Sorry?
Do you know John Wolf, horror YouTuber guy?
The name sounds vaguely familiar, but I cannot put a face to it.
Which is funny because his channel icon is his face. But he apparently didn't, judging from his title, which I was surprised with. He's quite critical of horror games.
Yeah. To be fair, I was also very close to buying that, but then I thought about the fact I've literally watched 3 different people finish the game now, so there's no real point.
Yeah.
One of them even got the secret ending.
Which just lets us know that, hey, this is a prequel.
Yeah. The game... I wanted it, and then I didn't, and then I watched it, and then I went, I want it. But I have that problem a lot recently where I'll watch a game and then want it, and then realize that there's no point to getting it now, because I know everything in it.
Yeah, I just usually watch story games anyway, so for me it's not much of an issue. Plus I know I'll never finish it if I buy it.
Yeah. It's one perk about me never actually watching fucking Last of Us 2. I was very surprised with those story beats.
That's one of the reasons I like
Cock.
Last of Us 2.
Cock.
Surprised me.
Yeah. We shouldn't go back into a rant about it, but
We'll leave it for now.
yeah. It was good, but okay.
Yeah, Little Nightmares 2, this ending made me mad. It made him mad.
Mad.
I don't know why. Maybe he just hates 6 too.
Maybe he liked 6 and now he doesn't.
It's a bitch. If I ever do play Little Nightmares, like the first one, the first opportunity for death, I'm throwing myself into it. For mono.
See, that's just making me think of fucking Kevin playing it now. Just has to see every death animation, doesn't he?
Well, I'm glad, because I never saw the bear trap death animation.
I have. It's gruesome.
Not that bad.
It's gruesome in the fact you see Mono writhing.
Yeah,
In
but
pain.
it could have been worse.
Yeah, there's no actual gore, which is surprising, but still.
That's one of the things about Little Nightmares that is so fantastical to me, is it is horrifying and so just dark and twisted, but there's very little actual gore.
Yeah.
Which is something developers seem to struggle with nowadays.
Yeah, I think they do have the benefit, though, of they used a lot of tropes, so they didn't really need to add any, like, body horror. Like,
I don't know.
They had all of the areas for horror tropes, and they had mannequins, so they could avoid any body horror with those parts. Then they hid most of the time. They hid the one time you got to kill any, like, actual living creature.
Yeah.
So they hid it very well.
Yeah.
They still have the body horror of, like, weird proportions that are unpleasing to the mind, but still. The guy that sits on the roof is fucked.
I love the Little Nightmares games. At this point.
They're great. I hope they can keep it up.
Little Nightmare 3 Mono's Revenge. I want to know what the whole thing with the names are, though.
Yeah. I want to know how people figure out the names.
Yeah. Well, they have comics.
Yeah, but even still, I don't think they actually say anything in the comics.
I need to read those comics.
I've seen a few. They're quite good. They're interactive.
Are they?
Yeah, they're animated and everything. They're cool as shit.
Yeah, I need to look into them. I'm hoping for some monsters that weren't in the main games. I'd imagine there's a couple.
Yeah. Like, I saw one of them, it was basically going into the people that you find staring at the TVs. And it's got another kid with a paper bag, or I don't actually remember if they had a paper bag. It was following another kid, and they're going through a house looking for stuff, and then they get to a windowsill, and you hear the static of the TV throughout the whole comic, and then you hear a click, and the static stops, and then the next panel is a jump scare. It's great.
That's something that Nightmares doesn't really do, jump scares.
Hello there, new viewer.
Yeah, like it had moments that would surprise you, but it wouldn't throw something scary in your face. That scary thing is now after you, and you must run.
I fucking loved the first bit of the mannequins. Just in that room with the light switch, because you can tell immediately what's going to happen, but you don't want it to happen.
I think you were surrounded with mannequins for a while that just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And it gave you a false sense of security. But you were in a room with lights.
That's all. I just love the bits where Jack's like, this thing's going to come to life. It's going to move. It's going to move. I know it's going to move. And then
I need to watch him play it.
It is a good playthrough, to be honest.
Because I've watched a guy called Super Horror Bro. He was the first guy I watched because he had the series out the fastest. And I don't know, he was alright. He was fun to watch. Then I watched Prod. Then I watched Kevin's episode, and now I'll watch Jack.
See, it's good when you can rewatch a game across multiple channels just to see how people react to it.
Yeah. Just a good game. Enjoy my time.
See, Jack's was a lot more funny to me because literally every trope or story beat that you could even slightly say was stereotypical, Jack was just like on it like that.
Yeah. I gotta... In my... Maybe I'm just stupid or blind, but I don't think Little Nightmares actually had that many tropes.
Well, tropes I feel is a bad word for it. More...
Predictable progression? I don't know.
Predictable story beats. I don't really know. The locations are all... You have the dark forest, you have the creepy school, you have the mental hospital, and then you've got the abandoned city. You know,
Well,
it all just sort of fits.
I guess, but like, well, what else can you do? Those are... It's made out of a real world.
I know. I'm not saying, like, they should have done something else. They did it really good. It was a good combination of them all.
Yeah.
But, like, they had that amazing design with the maw from the first game, where it was some weird, like, Titanic submarine fucking monstrosity.
Yeah, okay. I can see, yeah, where you're coming from with that.
Like, what they did was fucking amazing, but at the same time, you know full well they could have made some very unique and wild shit.
Little Nightmares 3.
Like, even with the first game's DLCs, like, the underbellies with the grandma and you're playing as the runaway kid.
I don't think I've ever seen those. Because I remember the guy I watched playing Nightmares 2 mentioning it. I was like, that game had DLC?
Yeah.
I think I need to watch Jack play that.
I don't actually remember if he did, but I'd hope he did. But
I need to watch somebody play.
yeah. The only one I ever actually watched was the Underbelly episode, which had you basically going through sunken parts of the maw, or like drowned parts of the maw. and it was a very different feeling from the main game, because you are just constantly wondering if the main enemy of that area, because it's only one boss area instead of having like the multiple.
Yeah.
And that's the granny, and she basically just swims through the water, sort of like that thing from Inside, the little girl.
Yeah.
It's very creepy, but it's very well done, and everything's floating on water, and it's all about sound and movement and shit. It's very good. It's enjoyable.
They do make creepy creations most of the time.
Fuck. How long is this stream been going for?
85 minutes.
I'll give it another go and then I'm off, because my throat is killing me and I'm hungry. And Orphan is doing my fucking tits in. One more attempt and then I'll go for a bit. By the way,
Yeah.
Nier.
Yeah.
I am realizing more and more that this game is very fucking different from how I imagined it. Because whenever I watched it, I always thought this was like some massive open world with like nearly a dozen different areas, sort of like a Dark Souls game. I think it's got
No.
I think it's got like 4 areas.
Yeah.
And then I'm going through everything and I'm like, wow, this is way more of an RPG than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
With admittedly very interesting ideas, like all of the data chips, like the HUD stuff that you can swap in and out. I think that's a great idea. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of these. Do I want to get rid of these?
Yeah.
So
You want a nice screenshot, maybe?
Sorry, yeah. But even still, it's like, you have to if you want to get more of the combat-focused data chips. It's an odd balance that I actually quite enjoy.
I like games that have systems like that incorporate gamey stuff into it.
Like, I don't know if I've told this to you, but I do still love the gamey aspects of Dark Souls being explained away, like Esthus's and the whole respawning thing. I just love how it fits in so perfectly.
Yeah, it's part of the story.
See,
It's good.
that's the kind of world building I'd love to I aspire to have when it comes to literally anything.
Thank goodness in writing a book, I don't need to explain away healing potions.
I need to fucking attempt doing D&D. Shit's hard.
Yeah.
Magic is a get out of jail free card. Fuck you, I don't care.
I mean, it pretty much is. So is being any sort of deity or related to any sort of deity.
Yeah. When you were trying to explain away that, like, healing word and healing touch only heal physical wounds, I was like, fuck you, no, it heals everything.
Now it's time to decide whether I'll do it or not. I think I said I will, so I'll stick to that.
Yeah. Even still, you'd probably just realize that having a half-dead party member will not aid you at all in this dungeon.
No, I've taught him his lesson. Well, Fedora has taught Ronan his lesson.
Yeah. I think
I
dungeons
didn't
taught
necessarily
him a
want
lesson
to
as
do
well.
it. Like, before I did it, I was thinking, oh, this is not good. But I was like, Fedora, do this. Oh, I kind of have to. And it's not like there wasn't warning
Yeah.
that Fedora would do things like this.
Well, I feel the warning was the first time anyone really got to experience your character.
There was 2 examples. The guy that I just obliterated the arm of. And the time I threatened to blow the basement up.
3 times I can think of. And the time you literally chopped a guy's hand off and then broke your own fucking jaw.
Yeah. Fedor
Like-
doesn't do half measures.
I don't understand your character in the slightest. But I love him. He is so chaotic.
Chaotic.
Okay, I'm gonna end the live stream for now because I'm done fighting this fucking orphan. I fucking hate him. Stupid ass. Yeah. Okay, end of stream.